Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This is episode 25th of my investing journey, where I share my weekly portfolio updates, ETF buys and sells, income progress, and how I'm building an income-focused portfolio over time. Today I'm wearing the Spanish national jersey. They I just literally stopped watching the game. They beat Saudi Arabia 4-0. I was in my backyard with some friends watching the game, but I realized I totally forgot that I had to record a video today, so here I am. Let's get on with it, shall we? As you can see by the screen behind me in my Wealthsimple portfolio, yes, the portfolio is up 12.10% year to date, which is pretty good. In a way, I wish it wasn't. And I know most of you were probably thinking, what are you talking about, man? It's like your portfolio is growing. But since I am in an accumulation phase, I actually prefer it when it goes up and down, up and down, up and down, to give me an opportunity to buy more stock at a cheaper price. Taking into account that my contribution is only $75, you know, the higher the portfolio goes, the less I can buy. But anyways, I'm still happy, so, you know, it is what it is. In terms of my contribution, well, you know, as always, this week I added my $75 weekly contribution plus an additional $50 contribution. I had a little bit of money on the side, so I thought, you know what, I can afford to put this $50 into the TFSA. This made the total for this week $125. And with that, I bought one share of PayG, one share of HHIS, one share of HTIF, one share of ABGY, one share of CDAY, and one share of HHIC. So for me, this was another accumulation week, you know, just continuing to build positions, right? On the income side, I received distributions from HPYE and HPYB for a total of $2.52. The rest of the bi-weekly payers should come in Monday and I believe Monday and Tuesday. So by the end of next week, we will have the total for the month of June. In terms of portfolio performance, well, my portfolio remains in the green and is now up to 12.10% year to date, compared with 10.11% last week. So, you know, this is a strong move higher. And another nice step forward for the account, which is, you know, it's something that 2 years ago when I first started doing this, I never really thought we would be here today. So that's pretty good. Looking at the week-to-date rankings, well, there was another broadly green week across the portfolio, right? We have Andy, which is now perennial. It's like it seems to show up every week. It went up 10.3%. Now I wish I had more than the 4 shares that I have, but you know, based on my risk assessment, single stock ETFs, I'd rather keep them under check. So, but I'm still very happy. It's still, you know, it's still pushing forward. So pretty good. Canadian banks did pretty well this week. 60 went up 3.47%. Then obviously the Nasdaq recovered in the last 2 days of last week, Thursday and Friday. Great for QDay, great for QQCL. Metals did actually not bad at all. CMCL was up 2.41% last week. And then we have the usual suspect. We always show up. HTIF, CDAY, HPYB, SDAY, HYLD, USCL, HPYE, and HHIC. In terms of flat, well, PayG was flat. I believe last week they were always also flat too, which is not a bad thing because it's actually a very expensive stock. So I'm happy that they're flat. It allows me to buy more. EC was flat too, 0.04. Funny thing is that I believe last week they were at minus 0.02. So even though they're flat, that's a minus 0.06 loss in the span of 2 weeks, which is not a big deal, but it's still there. In terms of red, we have CCHI and Uranium Energy. Yep, no surprise there. ABGY which went down, 0.72%, not a big deal. And then HHIS, which again was down 0.18%, again, not a big deal. So overall, this was another week where most of the portfolio participated to the upside. So pretty good. Pretty good. One of the interesting things about this week is that this week was anything but smooth, right? Monday, we saw how the AI chip stocks rebounded after getting hit the Friday before. Tuesday, everything reversed again and the Nasdaq slipped and went down. Then Wednesday came and brought fresh geopolitical tension, right? Which meant that energy stocks went up while the rest of the portfolio went down. However, come Thursday, it all bounced back. So everything that went down on Wednesday rebounded back on Thursday, and then even more on Friday, which added more momentum, So really, it was a very, very interesting week. For me, this was a very headline-driven week, but the portfolio still managed to move higher through it. So I'm pretty happy. One thing to remark was that the new Fed chair, I don't remember his name, came out and announced that rates were going to be held at what they are. Most pundits predict that the rates in the US will go up. Don't know how that's going to affect Canada, particularly because I believe the rates in the US are over 4%, while in Canada they are at 2.25. So I don't know. Apparently in Canada we're going through a technical recession. The government says we're not. When I go to the supermarket, my wallet says different. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how all of this will end. The main takeaway, though, for me is that the portfolio handled a choppy macro week pretty well. In terms of, the takeaway, well, the portfolio is up 12.12. It's up over 12%. This is the second time this year that it has gone over 12%. Canadians bank held strong. Tech helped quite a lot. I'm pretty happy, right? I'm going to keep adding capital as we go. I'm going to keep collecting the income and reinvesting it. And the way I see it, the long-term trend for my portfolio is still moving in the right direction. And that is the most important thing. Overall, if I had to sum up this week, I would say we had $125. We received $2.52 in income. Portfolio is back up over 12%. And there was a broad participation across all my holdings, right? Another great reminder that staying invested during volatility actually does matters. So this is it for episode 25th. Thank you so much for being there. If you like what you see, please give us a like and subscribe. We're trying to reach 100 subscribers before the end of the year. We are actually very close to that goal. We're up to 60 subscribers. So thank you very much to those 60 people that decided to support us by subscribing. I really appreciate it. Anyways, take care all. Stay safe, and I will see you all next week for episode 26. Bye-bye now.